Welcome to the Breakfast Club. My name is Darren Hancock, and we're here on July the 2nd, 2024. There we go. Even changed shirts that quick. How's that? The day after Canada's birthday, and here we are. Getting ready for America's birthday. A couple of days. Is it America's birthday? I think it's America's birthday on July 4th. So tomorrow will be another bank holiday. And then we have non-farm payroll, so the rest of the week's pretty much shot anyway. This will be probably my last show until August now. I'll wait till I might just do some odd trading and stuff and then pop in on Telegram, so I'll see you guys on there. And I may do an occasional show, depends on what the markets are doing, but it's pretty much it for me for the rest of the summer. I'm going to go take a bit of a rest away from the charts and then get back into it in August, like mid to late August, and then we can see how September to October happens just before the big election. And then it's going to be an interesting fall, I think. Very interesting fall. So until then, let's get back at it. Looking at, what are we looking at here? NASDAQ, daily chart. We're pretty much right in the middle. I hope you guys are doing really well. Yeah, I enjoyed a bit of a long weekend there. And yeah, let me see what I got here. We're still inside this daily fair value gap here. And this one. Through, we've been working on the bottom side. The top half of that fair value gap hasn't been worked a heck of a lot. We ran through it last week, but I haven't seen any real desire to get up there anymore. So if we get the drop down now into the summer months, could be looking for a run on the liquidity here and getting back down to this daily fair value gap below us here. There's a lot of liquidity down below us. Looking somewhere inside here for a run up this morning. We can get above the session open. We can stay above this. We can stay above this box, find some support at that. Then we're aiming for this box up here. So I'd like to see. If we're just chopping, doing a lot of seek and destroy this week, where the range is going to be pretty tight to FOMC, bank holidays, that kind of stuff. So I would imagine they'd pull back into this range created since yesterday. And let's look for it's a 1 minute chart. Nice reversal here. If we can get back down into here before going back higher, that'd be nice. I've already outlined that on the 1 hour chart, so let's get over to the S&P. We got 1 hour chart here as well. Let's look at the daily first here. We're inside this daily fair value gap still. No, it's actually a reclaimed or retested fair value gap. We constantly keep testing it here. We have not filled it yet, so we have not with a bold candle though. We've filled it with wicks. We trade through it and back into it, and then it becomes inversion. So we just keep reclaiming it, retesting it. I want to see us get through here. And get on top of this, look for higher prices, looking for around the liquidity here, and then higher. Let's look at it. Well, on the daily chart, finally reached that objective we were looking for quite a while ago. Okay, so if we find support off of this now, so if we can find some support here, continue pushing higher, look for these equal highs here to get taken. I'm going to run to this little imbalance you see over here and look for that. Good morning, Hadi, Chris, and Mr. Pips. Good morning. Insanely good trading day yesterday. Being cautious today. Good for you, Chris. Yeah, I was watching the feed there yesterday. Some people had a rough day. Well, I'm glad it worked out well for you. That's oil. So we're looking for these equal highs above us here. Once we provide support here, if we get on top of this, I'm going to put this here as well. I like to see us get above here and continue pushing higher. Euro. Both objectives hit. Now you're in the middle. I would like to see Euro continue going higher. I'll have to look at the Dixie. It's pretty much in the middle of this range here right now, or it is in the middle of the range there, so I've really got nothing on a daily chart for you. On the hourly chart, I'd like to see this. If you can get above, if you can get above that box and start climbing higher, you want to see it get support off of this candle here and start pushing for these equal highs here and the rest of that fair value gap above you. If not, you want to see it come back into here, find support anywhere inside this box, and then start pushing back higher again. So you got these two boxes here I'm looking at. Pound. And I see pound's already hit that fair value gap and filled it already. So that's the stronger of the two. You have these relative equal lows down here, or equal lows. That's a good sign. See where this hour closes. If it closes above this box and continues pushing higher, comes back, find support at that, look for higher prices and digging into this wick. If we close below it, look for a 50% retracement of the leg that's created here. You want to stay above this level. Australian dollar. It ran those highs that we were looking for finally. Now we're back into this fair value gap again on the top. Got nothing for that. Let's have a look at one of the other ones here. What's Bitcoin up to? Get above here. This is the candle you're looking for support. So it closed above it, came back inside it here. Came back inside it again here. Finally went higher. Reversal. Body trade below it. Trade back up inside it. Getting short. Aiming for the first objective here and here. You hit those. If you see a body trade above here now, like right there, come back and tap it right there. You're looking for higher prices. I'll be looking for Bitcoin to go higher. Maybe something like that. Look for that objective. We want to see this one close above here as well. And stay on top of that. Find some support off this breaker here. And then climb on top of that to get higher still. Otherwise, we're just inside this small range here. You look at your first objective is here, and then you want to see it get up into here and above for Bitcoin. Gold. Gold on the 1 hour. I'm looking for gold to get up into here. We have overlapping swings, so if you want this to go higher, it's got to get above here, start pushing for these equal highs up here and into the middle of this order block here. So I'll be looking for this. If it holds price right now, I'm going to close above, come back, find support at this level to go higher. We've taken out these lows here. If we don't, if that rolls over and closes below here, look for further run on liquidity below the market and then a further dig down into here. That'll be gold. And commodities market. We got a nice little reaction off of that level. From a daily perspective, I got nothing. We could be just coming off this order block to return back to the low here. I want to see this high get taken. And these relative equal highs and start digging into this fair value gap above you before I consider this return to bullishness. Right now, we could just be returning to the order block and see a downward day and continuation on the downside. So I'm not sure about soybeans right now. You'd have to get about down into the lower. That's on the 1 hour chart. So I'd be looking for this to get back up into this range here, at least 50% of the range here. That fair value gap above you, I'd like to see it hit that first before going lower. And if we end up working our way through that and finding support, then I'd be looking for liquidity above here and then a run back up into the fair value gap above you. That's an upside objective. But we have to get through here first to consider that one. I'd like to see this candle come back down to here, and then you catch a nice long from on corn from here. That's for corn. Sugars hit our objective we put in here last time. So I want to see it provide some support here and continue pushing higher. Ideally, I'd like to see no more than a return to this old here to go higher. I wouldn't want to see sugar just leave from here, off support off of this here now and start climbing higher. I'd allow for at least the consequent encroachment of the BISI here to go low, to go higher. So I allow it to come down there. If you keep closing that in, I lose less. It's less likely for me. If we start filling this fair value gap in here, then we're considering the liquidity that's sitting down here, and there's a lot of it. Coffee still hasn't hit the objective I was looking for earlier. We hit the rejection block. Now we have a little imbalance down in here, more wicks. So we might have one more run down into here. My concern is that if we find support off of the bottom half of this fair value gap, or this consolidation on the daily, if we drop into here, I'd like to see a wick into here and then a real big push up. Like that would be a manipulation. And then start running the highs. And this is really good wood. See how that's that level we were calling for? We're at a level of support. Now we've broken to the downside. And we're through the mean threshold of this candle. I'd like to see today come back, tap this, and then continuation on the downside, looking for this objective here. And then we'll decide off of here what it's doing. So live cattle, I want to see it get back to here and then continue down. Call for cocoa to go lower, and it's just kind of sitting at the bottom. These relative equal lows here. So we've already come back and hit this. So I like to see this just wick a little bit here to the top of yesterday's high. You can take that and then start running lower, take these lows out, or just start going straight down there now. Lumber has finally dropped below that level where we had outlined last week. And lean piggies are still hasn't hit the objective we're looking for. So we're consolidating just above it. Other than that, here's our start for our day. But we want to stay above this level. And then we're aiming for up here. Morning, Abs, Curryfish. Hans, good morning. It's kind of see if we get a fair value gap forming in here. And we do. Fernando, good morning, and good morning, Russell. How you guys this morning? Looks like we're going to run for our objective right away. To fill that fair value gap here. Now I'd like to see a nice little retracement in the next hour right back into this candle here, or a nice pump all the way down into filling that fair value gap there on the hourly. And then go higher. If not, they're just going to run to that objective. Then you just wait for a reversal when we get there. British pound's heading for our objective. We wanted it to stay above here. It's running for this one, that upside objective in euro. Let's hit that one already. So far we're batting 1,000 this morning, and we're just shy of that objective I was looking for up here, but it ain't over yet. This guy's just going to tap his now. So we have these highs taken here. Look here. You see it right there. Watch here. Close below. Yeah, it's running way too high now. You want to see it just come up and tap this and then react off it quickly. You don't want to see it just keep pushing through. Let's look at SP. So now your next objective is previous day session open. You want to find support off of here now and start pushing higher and look for here. First objective is 72. What are we seeing here? Upside objective here, 5558-ish. Looking for these equal highs here first, and then we want to get through here. News at 10. It's going to be a pretty choppy week. We've hit that objective already, and it took profits right here, right above these highs here. Super choppy week, so that's where my profits are. And looking for my objective up here for the when you're looking at the 1 minute chart now, you want to look for a possibility for a, so look for these equal highs here. Dow Jones. I like to see this level provide support here on Dow Jones. That's the breaker. You see it provides support in there now on the hourly. Right at 50%. See that? 50, 62%. Take these lows. Start digging through this breaker. I expect to see that kind of hold now. And if you dig all the way through it to the other side, find support on it, then I'd say we're obviously going to run deeper into here. But watch this 62% level here. Once we take these lows, see if you get any sensitivity there on the 1 minute. Morning, Erica. How are you doing today? Just dip down into the discount rate range. I want to see these lows get taken out first, and then this becomes a little more important for me. We'll keep an eye on that one in the corner. Keep your eye on the objective up here, NASDAQ. And if we start running through that, even better still. But that's my first objective. Or second objective. I already took my profits here. This is before the news release. Just give me the 102. What are we at here now? What's the high? 95. Now, ideally, I'd like to see this 113 and react off 113. Over here like that. I want to see these lows get taken. Like I said before, I want to see that on the downside get taken with fair value gap, and then run through the gap and start running back up into here. This would be a nice long, if we can get down below here and create a fair value gap below us here. Watch here. I'm not going to see how we went through here. Body has not quite traded below here. It's like right even with it. Again, that's back to that decision we talked about before, whether or not you take that as a reason to go lower or a reason to go higher if it hits those key levels. A key point popped up, just tapped it here. We're continuing down, looking inside this range here now. Now, right here, I'm looking for this level on the hourly. If we close out above this and come back and tap it and then start pushing higher, I like S&P for a long for these highs here off this breaker. Here's what we got this morning. Job openings. It's a red one. I would imagine there'll be a lot of political jockeying around now for voters' approval. I still want to see this one climb up into here, hit this, and then start reacting off it, get below here. Then I got a nice objective on oil. I knew that wasn't done. Like a bear trap, even though we traded below it. Coming up inside it here. If we trade through this to the upside, we're still got that upside objective I was looking for. Still looking for up here. Oh, literally bang on the perfect entry. So if you're going to go short and it trades above here, it comes back, taps it, you're on the wrong side, we're going higher. Otherwise, right there is the perfect place to go short. If you're wrong, you can get out at a relative break even, provided it comes back and taps you before taking that high, taking your stop loss out here. And we're only 6 minutes away from the news of it, so No, there's no reason it should come back up here again. It's going higher. There's no reason it should come back up here. Well, maybe just to revisit the mean threshold on the up close candle there. Sure, I'll give that a wiggle room. Okay, so no more than this one right here. If that was your right there. Well, that's right. That's the high right there. That's the short. So we'll see if this how well this continues. That's the perfect entry right there, though. I would be pulling that sucker in nice and tight into profit. Now that we've taken that low, pay yourself here. And you break even there. So it's a zero stress trade right before a news event. Pay yourself a little bit of money right here. And look for this fair value gap down here. I think they're just gonna, the news event's gonna blast us up through this. Make sure you paid yourself there. If it comes back and takes you out, you got 2 minutes of profit there. And then if it trades above you, find support, then you look for higher prices. Morning, Derek. How you doing, buddy? I trust you had a great weekend. You guys are all prepared. We had some awesome fireworks last night. We went to a baseball game in our little small town here. And our team won 10-4, I think it was. And yeah, and then after the baseball game, we had an amazing fireworks display. It turned out really cool. The finale was like, wow. It's almost like a Disney show. It was really neat. So far, we have hit hmm. Trying to find the eliminate all of those. Oh no, they're still here. Here's the news. That's the one we wanted to come back and find support at. And look at that, came all the way back here, just tapped it. Now we're looking for higher, looking for that wick we talked about, the British wick. And we hit both objectives there. So we wanted it to find support here, push higher into that wick, and you got 50% of the wick all in the news event. Not like you would have traded that, but Forex, this is what we wanted to see it trade above here. It did come back, find support right inside that right now, and start pushing higher. But it needs to stay above here on the hourly. So we came all the way back to that level, see it session open, give us some support, and start pushing higher now. That's ideally what you want for euro and pound. Doing exactly what we wanted. This level is still providing support, taking out the lows. Watch for a return back into this fair value gap above it or below us here, into here. Like I said, you don't want to see this revisited again. If we start trading through these candles here on a close, then again, we're going higher for this objective here, which I don't think we're done with yet. S&P. The 1 minute chart. Looking for upside objective here. Finding support over here. Nothing's too choppy for me to look at right now. So nothing. No silver bullet in here yet. Keeping in mind that upside objective. Justin's little memes he's got there. Coffee, sunshine, ninja, ride the wave. What do I think about wheat? That's corn, I would imagine. No, corn is not wheat. Wheat. What's the wheat signal? Coffee, sugar, corn. Let's look for what's wheat. Give me the signal for wheat. What's the symbol? Wheat. Which one? Wheat futures. Let's do this one. Short. All the time we can stay above here. Below here, I should say. If you can stay below there on the 1 hour. Then I would say you have that objective. Fair value upfill here. That would be my downside objective for wheat. Running this liquidity one more time. Looking for this objective right here. Come on down. Going to the mean threshold of this candle and S&P. We've ran all these lows. We've not taken these highs, significant highs here. Do I think last Tuesday was rock bottom? No. If I was going to call up further downside, I would say the box should be somewhere around here. That would be my downside box. If you got through that, then I'd say we're I like to see these lows get swept first. Otherwise, you do have a reversal here. I still think there's more, potentially more downside. But if this is the reversal here, look for some support off here. There's an imbalance right here, right back to that fair value gap on the hourly here. So right now, I'd say you're more bullish than you are bearish. But on the hourly, I see you're bearish into here. And then you want to see that provide a level of support off of there and continue to push higher. If we get through this level right here and that order block, that little breaker right there, we have swing here. That order block takes these highs out. So this breaker, I expect this breaker to provide a level of support, abs, to go higher. But for now, I'm bearish inside this range. I'm bearish till here. Unless we break through here, and then you're bullish again. You have equal lows here, and inside that range, you're probably not even close to 50% yet. Yeah, you're right near the 50% there. So optimum trade entry will bring you right back in line with this fair value gap below me here, or this little box. That's all I got for you there, Abs. So WU, oh, because I didn't pick a contract month, did I? Is it WU? Does this change my opinion? Now we've got the 1 hour. Stay below there. And aim for here. Fair value gap here. All the time you're staying below that. That's my downside objective inside this range. And if you close below there, I'd say somewhere around there. So for bullishness, you want to be on top of this one, Abs, to keep going higher. Otherwise, I'm bearish right now. No worries, buddy. See, we get all the way down to this old high here. Reaction. We didn't get quite the level. I wanted that right to touch on that candle here. We're just short, so we took the high. Bounced off the high here. Now I'm looking for that objective above us. We're through this reversal here now. So you can see, taking all these lows out. There's the reversal. The body trades above it. We're trading back into it here now. Ideal entry is right there. Right off the mean threshold of that candle. or the consequent encroachment of the daily, I think that is. Whatever this little dotted line is here. Right there. You'll see it react off that. You still got that little balance there. You want to see this snap off of here. Now I don't want to see this coming down any further than that. It did not touch the old high. Oh, it didn't. It was real close, but didn't quite hit it. No, I don't want to see it come down here again. I just want to see this leave here now. Give me some intention, baby. Start pushing. Traded below it now. Let's wait and wait for it to get above. Now, if anything, I want to see it get above here, find some support and push higher. Now that you've traded below that level, I need an extra confirmation. We have to get above here now. Find some support at that fair value gap there and push higher. It's going to come down just a little bit more. I have traded gold in the past, but I'm not trading it now. That's not an area of interest for me lately, but I can have a look at it for you if you like. Eesh. I don't like gold right now. This is what I see in gold. On an hourly basis, you're in a consolidation with equal highs, fair value gap above you. What did I call for gold down here? Looking for that objective. Fair value gap below you. Now you've taken these highs out here, mean threshold of that candle, and the mean threshold of this candle. This one needs to get let go because it's a breaker that takes out these highs, takes out that high and that high. That's a breaker, and we're chewing all the way through it here. So I'd like to see this go lower and dig down into this downside objective here. This old CAM Model 1 entry that hasn't been hit yet. I'd like to see a CAM Model 1 off of here and go back higher into this model here. So you'd be trading that whole space in between your CAM Model 1 to a CAM Model 1 here. That can come all the way back to the bodies. You're not sure which that CAM model is. So you want to see this get through here on gold. The mean threshold is closed. Close below that. And then start reaching for the lows. Get a body close below that, come back into this candle, look for a run down into that fair value gap below you, and a CAM 1 model here. That's all I'd be looking for gold. If we trade above, oh yeah, we looked for this. I was calling for this morning in that hour. I run back up into that session open. So it ran it. We traded above it. Now we're closing below it. So you wanted to see this. I think I was mentioning we want to see this climb above this, find support at this, and start pushing higher into these ranges. But because we haven't seen that, and now we're trading right back through it, and we're eating right into that breaker, like hard into that breaker right there. You want to see this just turn into a giant wick, and we want to close it anywhere inside here before starting the next little run above. And then I'd want to see it climb above that again, find support that candle, and then start pushing higher. No, I want to find it. It would have to come back into here again for confirmation, because it's so consolidated right now. It would have to run up, come back, find support here one more time, and start pushing higher, preferably right off that session open. It feels more bearish to me right now. See this fair value gap here? We've traded up. If we close below here, we're going lower. So I'll put the little box in here. Keep your eye on this, and then kind of let me know in the comment section whether or not we actually maintain this level. You want to see it stay below that and go lower. Find support inside here to go lower. Yeah, that's how I think it's going to pan out. I'll leave it up here so we can look at it again later. Where did I just put gold? Didn't I put gold up here? There's gold. Gold in there so we can keep an eye on it. And wheat, we'll keep an eye on wheat for you as well. Abs. And this one is nothing. This one is this one. British pound going higher. I like 126.82 for British pound. Oh, right to the bottom of that fair value gap again. And then we'll see what kind of reaction we get out of that. If it gets through 120, if it gets to the bottom of that, find some support in here and starts pushing higher, then we're looking for these highs and then a further run into that wick. Give me my objective here. Looking for these equal highs here in Euro or in S&P still. And I'm looking for Dow Jones. I haven't talked about Dow Jones for a second. Let me have a look here. So you see me dump my coffee everywhere. Here we get, remember we were looking for 62% of that range. 62%, hit it. Nice reaction off of that. We wanted these lows to get taken out. They finally gave us the lows. There's a little fair value gap here. Body trades below it, so you'd have to wait for it to retrade above it again. It does here, comes back literally right on the money. How lovely is that? Find support off that breaker we were talking about. That's the breaker, is it not? I think that was the 1 hour breaker. Yes, it is. We're finding support off the 1 hour breaker. I want to see that provide a level of support. Even though it's choppy as hell, I wouldn't want to play in this. I'm still looking for support in here. I want to see this breaker hold price and start pushing higher, reaching for this objective up here. So I'd be looking for this fair value gap right here. That would be the upside objective immediately for me. And then so we'll see if that gets hit. I think I just want to put a box. If I can just create one that's got a settings, no background, no background, big, bold, beautiful border. That's my area of interest. Come on, baby. Nail it. Let's go. So far, our objectives are all being hit today. Support, support. Meet threshold, hit it, reacted. That whole hour is done for me. I'd have to dig deeper in there, trying to figure out more about where we'd like to see that go. I think we'll want to see if it reaches through here again. Look for 75% and a full reach for that old high there. Right back inside that fair value gap. Beautiful. Right side, that one. Lovely. Did I not have that written down as an area of interest? We still need it to get below here. Let's see where that closes right now. You still got another 25 minutes of that hour. You want to see it get below here. If it doesn't, if it finds support on top of this again, you're looking for a higher run. You're barely stuck between these two right now. It could bang around in here for a bit before actually running up higher. So I don't like gold right now. I do like wheat going lower though. Yahoo! Gotta love it when a plan comes together. Hit our objective. Woo! Okay, now I want to see this kind of close above that. Start pushing higher. Oops, on the wrong side of my coffee cup. So now I'm looking for any reversal that gives me an opportunity. I took this here for a run above these highs again. in S&P, that fair value gap there. As soon as we traded back into it right here, I went long for this high. Just took my profit there. And I'm not doing anything else with that until I see something significant reversal. And this one here, yeah, come back into this order block here. This has got a reversal happening here. You want to see this stay above here. Why is that the objective? Which one are we talking about, Curry? This one here, you mean? It's just a premium PD array I was looking at. That's an area of interest for me. So that's the objective to aim for when I went long here, off of here. I didn't want to see it trade below this. So you'd have to wait for a return to this candle here. I couldn't get the objective here that I was looking for, and that was my upside premium objective. So that's why I have that as a fair value gap there on the hourly. Literally closed on it again. There's that decision I was telling you about before. Do you take this as a short? Back into this range here now. And the new area of interest for me would be something like that. The downside objective. Boom. Yo! Anywhere in the box is fine by me. You can kiss the outside. Go to the middle. I don't care. That's an objective. Hit it. You can get the, if you can get the mean threshold on that one now. What's the small, tiny, shaded black area? Like this stuff? They're just old fair value gaps. The tiny black area. You're talking about these things here, right? If those are them, then that's, yeah, just old fair value gaps. That's just the top of this breaker here. It takes out these lows. That's the, ideally I want to see it come back to that breaker and go higher. So we hit this little downside objective here. Now I want to see it run all the way through here, come back, find support of this, and start pushing higher again. This one down here, yes, again, they're just old fair value gaps. And that little one's a fair value gap from this morning. Sometimes they overlap in between 1 minute charts and a 1 hour, 1 day chart. So you'll see them crossed all different levels. We have not closed above that level. So keep your eye on this for a reversal back down into here again. So if we retest this down here, Area of interest in Dow Jones. Look at that. Bing. Hit that one perfectly. On it, in it. I'm happy with it. And now race reversal. We get a reversal right here. As soon as we hit that level, man, I'm calling it like a demon today. Here, reversal. Body trades below it here. You don't get an opportunity to get in on it here or here. You're just shy of it there for continuation on the downside. Retesting that box again. This is a great way to go into the summer with a mic drop. Having an awesome day. Mic drop moment. It's been a good day. My wife is now retired. She's catching up on all that much needed sleep that she's been denied as a teacher and principal for the last 17 years. So I think she's just going to go into a coma for the next few days. She's well-deserved rest. So we came back, retapped it again. See that? Hit that objective, or not objective, but we look for a reaction off of that. If we didn't get it, we're looking for a retest. Now you're looking for a push through here. Go higher. If it doesn't, then come back and eat into this some more. This is that breaker we were looking at on the Dow Jones. We hit here, back off the breaker again. You want to see the breaker provide a level of support. And that area of interest becomes another reference point to run. How's our wheat doing? That's good for gold. I want to see this get down into here. Take these lows and get into here. We'll put it right like that. Did you all see that? Oh. Well, you see it on the 1 minute chart. It came all the way back to the area of interest right here. See this one on the hourly that we were looking for? You see it on the 1 minute. It comes back and finally hits it on the 1 minute right there. Clips it and starts going higher. We didn't get it on the hourly, but we've certainly got the retracement on the 1 hour. Oh, sorry, the 1 minute. I can hear now. Gonna go in here. Look at the. We're still looking for all this up here now, hey? Let's see. Like having all these order the cues on the screen. Let's turn those off. No, I guess I'm not giving me those. It's going to turn that off so people aren't gonna. You're not gonna be distracted. I don't want to be distracted by all the money here. I want to look for an objective. And these suckers are in the way. There's way too big a box. If you can make, you guys know how we make these things smaller, so you don't have all this. Brackets and loss, orders. We'll get one of them out of there. Now, if this is the latecomer, and this is the latecomer, I want to see this get above here again now. We get to get above here, find some support at this, and then push higher. Then I'm looking for that objective, and then the higher objective. If we look, if you're in Dow, anybody else in Dow right now? I don't think there is a size adjustment needs to. I don't think there is a size adjustment needs to be. Yeah, I agree. It's just way too big a mess. Like when you're trying to look at multiple different charts like this, you just eliminate this and just put one order on there. You don't need the price. You don't need any of that stuff. Just give me the, just, well, I've got one lot on. That's all I care about. Because this psychologically is what people, I know some other people have run into the same problem is, oh, you focus on this instead of where you want to go for your objective. And it sits right there in an awkward place. I want to see if I can stick that somewhere else. Money, ticks, maybe. Positions, profit, loss, reverse position, position. Does that help? Oh, good. I'm moving into profits right now. On the 1 minute chart on here, I got in off that right here. Where you saw this me go in here, I think is where I went in on my live chart. I don't know where I went in here now because I've erased it. Anyway, that's not what we're not focusing on. We want to focus on an objective. This is going higher. I like to see this digging through our little box here. So now let's go looking in here for what our next objective will be. On the hourly, let's look over here. Hourly, we're looking for these old highs right here. What did I have here? So that was an area of interest. Well, that's S&P. Hey, baby. You're doing that. So now we're looking for 11 o'clock run back into the range, right? So I'm looking for, did that close out of there? When I said I wanted my positions, oh, let's have a look at this. Orders. I'm closing that out, 9 ticks. I'm gonna wait. Closed out everything here. I just want to make, I've lost focus for a second, so I'd rather be out of the trade than trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing. I could easily distract as you can tell. So if we do get a run 11 o'clock, so looking up for that 11 o'clock reversal again, right? Back into the middle of the range that was created between 9:30 and 11. We get a 52% retracement. So I'm looking for ideally a run below here, come back inside this fair value gap here, or this breaker. If we can, ideally, if I can trade below this level, come back into this fair value gap here, and then trade lower, then that's what I'd like to see. If not, we're still looking for those highs, relative equal highs in E-mini S&P. Remember we're talking about revisiting this above us here. We did. There's the reversal there. I wanted to see us get above here on support. Good. That's exactly what we're looking for. Looking for higher prices on the Dow Jones if you're into that. Derek's not in anything this week, just too much uncertainty early in NFP this week. Yeah, you got to be super nimble today. You got to protect your profits. I think you can still read the charts. I think there's definitely, as you saw, we've been able to read the price action, but you got to be super nimble. I tell you, you can get eat up in here real quick if you're not careful, especially in, this is like running through a minefield right now. This week, this whole week with bank holidays in Canada, bank holidays in the United States, and NFP, FOMC, all of it is a minefield of trouble. So if you see something, be in and out, super nimble, real quick. Don't try to hold for any big mother load longs, even though this one was a beautiful call this morning. So far, all these levels are working out. How's our little wheat farmer doing? Okay, here's your decision. This is that again. You see how it closed right on the fair value gap, right on it. Now you have to decide, is that enough? For me, I have to see it trade below. Closing on it, yes, we've had multiple times I've pointed this out to you where you go, it's still trading. If it trades on it and it continues, it can continue going down, or it could just open up and go straight up again. So I want to see, just to confirm that this algorithm saying, nope, I'm going this way. I'm going to give you a little hint. I'll come back, give you an opportunity to get in, or offload your long positions because you're on the wrong side, and then I'll go lower. Right now, I got no decision. I don't know. So until we close above that level to go higher, or this level to go lower, I've got nothing for you. You're in the middle of that range right now, which is about 50%. So, and that's only one fair value gap in that whole range. That's the premium array. And you'd have to get above that for me to go bullish. So you could go all the way through this, tap this, and then come back down. Yeah, I'd like to see it drop down, Derek. I agree with you, man. I like to see it kind of give up the ghost here and start dropping down into July, August. If you can catch a short on a higher time frame, a daily. This is gold. Let me get back over here. Wheat's still going down. We're finally climbing above this. This is good. You want to see that provide a level of support right there? The 1 hour, what do we say? We're going to take this, last out liquidity. That's what you want to see in euro. You want to see this provide some support here and start pushing higher. We come back into the mean threshold of that candle. We come back inside this order block. We've closed the body above it here. So I'm looking for this to continue going higher now. We finally hit our objective here. Buy side liquidity. Just a tad bit short. And any little run above here now, I'd like to see a little pop above here and then start getting a nice little reversal. We're stuck in the middle of these two ranges. If you hit the top of the daily fair value, yeah, this would be the time where you want to see it roll over and start coming back down. So you wait for your 1 minute here now, and you want to see something significant. So I'd like to see these lows get taken, come back and find some support at this to continue going lower. Back into this range again. With this objective finally getting reached for. So I'll be looking for a deep retracement back into this candle here now. Closes right on it. Tell me those aren't significant. 17 seconds. See if it closes below. Literally on it there. If you trade through, you see something here. Reprice, rebalance here. Right up into that imbalance again. You want to see it get below here. See how it keeps freezing on that level? We did actually trade below it right there. That guy there, we opened below it. So I like that idea. I want to see it just hard hammer down now. Yeah, there's a lot to look. Equal lows here, equal lows here, equal lows here. Get some legs here. We need some legs. Start pushing down harder now. I'm going to go to the bathroom, which means it should leave when I go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm muted. Thank you for reminding me. I'm better now. Yes, there you go. This is why I got out right here. You pull that fib tool here, you'll see that that 50% was important. That's why you always, if you're using the fib tool, 50% move to break even, at least pay yourself there. 62%, I think that was at least 62% of your trade. Here to here. There's 62% of that whole range there. If you went with this one here, then you went past it. So if you entered in short here, I got short right here. Mind you, I was in right at this close. When I saw that little tiny dip down there, I was short there, weathered that. And then I got out at this fair value gap close here, 88%. So paying yourself on the way down. So if you would have chose the further range, this bigger range here, then 50%, move yourself to break even, pay yourself, take off half, move to 60%, pay yourself there, move your stop loss now to 50%. And it literally went boop, came back, took you out there. So, and then left, and you would be so happy that you paid yourself when you did. Tight ranges, folks. Got to be careful in this kind of environment. You can get beat up in it. So, and now your stop loss is under pressure if you didn't move it accordingly. Here's our retest of that level. We hit it once, didn't quite hit it, came back into the 50% of that range, and now we finally hit it again here. Now you want to see, dig deeper into here. S&P big reversal, finally took all of those highs out. Now you want to see a reversal. Higher highs taken, higher highs taken, no higher highs taken yet. So you want to see that pop up through here one more time. There must be a little imbalance up here on the hourly. Let me have a look. Yep. I stretched it out. You should see that. No, maybe not. A little fair value gap here. See that? Oh, that's filled already. Yeah. There's nothing else on the hourly other than the rejection block and the wick to play with next. Now this would be nice to see this trade through here. Come back, find support at this candle or this candle inside that fair value gap after taking this for short. For downside objective. One more time. Now look for this. Run back into this guy again. It's quick to tell me you're muted. Are you good now? You can hear me now, right? Yeah. So we need to see us above here, stay above here, keep going higher. This needs to stay above here, goes higher. Where are we in here? Yeah, okay, right there. This low here is the bottom of that rebalance. See this candle right here? Immediate rebalance. That's like a fair value gap, so that's like a reversal right there. come back up inside it here for a short into this low out. Now you see it run back through it, come back, find support at it, now pushing higher. Right into the mean threshold of that one above us. We didn't quite get the 1,000 people by my birthday. Well, I still have a couple of weeks left to go, but I doubt very much we're going to get 107 more people, especially if I'm cutting it short now. I think I'll be here tomorrow, but that's what's it, the 3rd? Here, I'll be here tomorrow, and that's it. The rest will be from Manitoba, I think. I might do a show from, I'm going to visit family, going to have my birthday out there with my brother. His birthday's the day before my birthday. So, didn't quite make a whole year, and then I was born. So 364 days between me and my brother. So we get to be twins for a day. See how that reversal happens right there? It gets through the, and now you'd have to have a pretty steely eye to see that that's an immediate rebalance right here to catch the reversal for a run back into the range. And then for the reversal to go back the other way, here's with these lows have been taken out. We did not get an opportunity to get in here. So you ran all the way through the candle that initiates the run, which is right through here. You run all the way through that as well. Then you look for the premium array, which is that imbalance or immediate rebalance here. We ran above it and you see how we come back right there, how we land perfectly on it. Bang, bang, bang. And then finally pop through that old high. So if we can come back, find some support here at this level, ideally I'd like to see it just tap off of here right now and go. Or look, watch where these are lining up. See how this high here lines up with the consequent encroachment of this pissy. So you'd like to see it just tap that and go. Right there. Let's go along here. I want to see this one stay open here, but they're not going to let me out of that. Now, if we could dig deeper into this range, if we go below here, watch the support, then you'll be on the wrong side of this price action going higher. That's already run those highs. So you want to see this provide support. If it doesn't, and we get below this, then get your opportunity to get out there. That's a fill now. Now you want to see it react off here and go higher. Because if it doesn't, if it gets through here, then we're looking at a deeper range, right? And I'll tell you the objective we're looking for here if we're on the wrong side of this. So there's your ideal entry to go long, because if you're wrong, it comes back to you, you get an opportunity to get short from there. Close your trade out, go short. So this is the ideal long here. Stop loss is here, because you shouldn't see this candle get taken out, because it's the breaker that takes out this run and that run right there, that little guy. So it came back, tap tip. So you want to see that one continue higher now. You get through here, great. Close above here, great, and go higher. I'm going to make sure my stop loss is in profit. That's good. Now you want to see this continue holding price and this continue holding price. I want to make sure my settings are on there. I don't even know where all the labels are. Okay. How come I can't see that now? I need to see my orders left, event money left. I'm going to put the stop in here, I suppose. Oh, we're going higher. I'm moving my stop loss up. I want this close above here now. It'll probably come into there, so let me just put it right below there. I don't want to see it get down into here, right? So you have to ask yourself now, where would this fail for me? If it can come back and tap this, it can come back and fill that, that would take me out. Now you want to say, I don't want to risk any more profits, so I'll take my profits there. And if it comes back in here, I can get long again. So there's two different philosophies. You say, I'm going to take some profits if it comes back and taps me here. If it doesn't, then great, we'll keep going. And if it does come through me and I want to get in long again there, I'll go long one more time there. Stop loss will go down here. So I've buffered. I've got to take some profits, put it in my pocket, start the trade all over again in a slightly better position. If that makes sense. You don't understand the immediate balance thingy, yeah. Look up ICT index and look for immediate rebalance, because it's tricky to see it for sure. And usually what you'll see is when there's a candle that goes like here, and then it comes right back up and fills it real quick and then gets away. Usually that's an indication that we've got some downside running going on, right? So when you see this candle go up, then all of a sudden it, let me just make sure you see it right here. Then it immediately comes back, rebalances it, and then continues going higher. And then when you look at that as a potential fair value gap, as we start to trade below it, look at it as a level of support right here for continuation. So look for candles that immediately rebalance. They're a little more trickier to see, but I tell you, they're if you can catch them right, then they're nice little profit pieces here. I'm just chasing it up. Probably shouldn't be running it up quite so quickly. There. Now I'm basically saying is anytime you come back through the bottom of this candle, then there's a potential reversal. As you see, we're going up higher and we're not violating the previous candle's low. So if that's a level of support, if it takes me out, that's fine. I'm good. Minus 3,000. What the hell is that? Oh Lord, I don't know what's. Maybe I should not take those things off. That's a good thing. That's a demo. What the hell happened there? Oh, that was probably from when I turned it all off. It was still running in the background when I was going short here. Lord. Well. Well, my live account got the, I was out right there. Yeah, those immediate rebalances, they're a challenge to see. They're trying to catch them quick. But if you look at a time, you remember time and price, right? If you look for a specific time where you're expecting a reversal to occur, right? Like we're looking at that 11 o'clock thing, right? We're always expecting that reversal back at 11 o'clock. So here's your 11. So you're looking for candles that do an immediate rebalance. These aren't really immediate rebalances. And then you wait and you see this candle here, like two bull candles with a quick rebalance, and then it kept going higher, or three bull candles at a time where you're suspecting a reversal to occur, and then you just kind of wait and say, well, yeah, that could be an immediate rebalance. So I got to be careful. I can watch it and see what kind of reaction we get off of it. If you look at that as, I'm just going to eyeball that as quick rebalance at a time where I expect a reversal. They're not giving me a fair value gap. They're giving me this hidden one, right? And then when we take this low out, then I'll be a little more confident that that is the reversal I'm looking for inside this range. So if you don't take that one, you just kind of watch it as an area of sensitivity now. So when you see it trade below it right here, and you see it trade back up inside it and it hits it and you go, aha, that looks like a rebound, an immediate rebalance confirmation. If we take this candle out on the downside now and reverse into it, I'm going to take that short. So watch here. We trade below it right there. And then this next candle, it does what? Look at it. Tap perfectly for the short inside that range. And you literally caught from there in 2 minutes. You're out of your trade at 50%, 62%. You know what I mean? So you kind of study those areas and you say, is that a rebalance? What would I like to see a level of sensitivity? So you draw the box out there, get a level. Is it finding some sensitivity in there? If it is, then you go, great. If that holds like a fair value gap should, and with a candle that initiates the run, which is, we'd be looking at that spot there, that one, as soon as we take that on the downside, I'm going to go short. Well, I saw this one open. See this, there's a difference here. See how that one opened a little lower than that one? That one closed right on it. And I was like, ah. And then I saw it open. I'm like, no, that's going lower. So I literally got in just in here, right off as soon as it tapped off that again. I got short there, weathered this, and I started going, ooh, I hope that imbalance I was looking at is going to provide support. And it did, right up into that small little, not imbalance, rebalance. There's the imbalance. Came right back up, tapped it, and then continued through. So anyway, that's kind of like what we're, how you kind of interpret. I was looking at that. I could be talking out of my butt. If Michael was here, he'd probably like, what are you talking about? I don't know. That's how I was looking at it anyway. Now you see this here, right? That's clean. We have a breaker, takes out old highs. Now we've got a distinctive drop down. You want to, so this doesn't turn into a bear trap, you want to see this, take this breaker out here on a close, come back, find support. So that we have a break in structure, reversal, change in direction, and a breaker that's been closed on the downside. Otherwise, tippy tappy, off we go and going higher. And we're digging back into this. So you take this wick here and you pull from the top to the bottom, and we say this has got to have a level of support or resistance. So you take quarters and you say, if 25% holds price, then it's a sign of weakness. It hasn't got the strength to get up there. So we want to see that hold price right here. If it doesn't and starts running through here, then we're obviously going for higher prices. But that first initial quarter is the level that you want to look for a continuation on the downside as well. And we have a reversal going on here. So kind of things to look at. I kind of look at this and I go, I want to see this provide weakness here, like this start to wick away from this. So I'd like to see a reversal forming in here. And here's one forming, but we don't have any confirmation yet. We don't even have a change in direction yet. All we've got is the potential bear trap. You can get caught in this and start saying, oh, we're going short now. And then it continues going higher on you. How's our wheat doing? Well, we may, what time is it? Oh, we still may get it yet. So for your entry here for a short off of here, there's the reversal here, taking out this high. Here's the reversal. You break body below it here. You come back up into it here. You come back up into it here. And one more time, you come back up all the way into that imbalance. Stop losses here. It gives you one more opportunity to get short there. And now you're looking for a run back into this range here at 50%. Pay yourself at 50% of this range right here. So you pay yourself there. Move your stop loss to break even. If you're entered in here, here, or here, whatever level that you're at, move yourself to break even, take half your trade off, and wait for the rest. I'll leave that there for you. How's gold doing? Gold's doing good. We're still looking for a downside objective in gold, even though we've got price action. It gives us the same kind of thing we're looking for. See how wheat gave us that reversal? Gold, even though it didn't take this high, it took this one and these multiple highs here, gave us a reversal. Then all of a sudden it body traded above it. You go, red light, red light. If you're trying to go short here and it closed above, you go, oops. If it comes back into here, I'm out. So you get out and all of a sudden it runs all the way down. You go, dang, don't beat yourself up on this. Follow the rule. That's my rule, not your rule. Whatever. That's how the rule I'd have to follow. Get out right there. Wait now for this to take this low again. It takes that low on a close. Great. Now I'll go, if it trades back into it again, I'll go short one more time. So you go short, it comes back into that box one more time. Now you go short. You're aiming for here, 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 and then 50% of that whole range there. And you might even get that in the end. And you do. 50% right there. So you literally would have got short here off that. So when you get a violation there, you just say it has to break the downside with a body again before I think about getting back into it. Then it has to come back into me one more time. And it does right here, here, and here. And your stop loss will be right above here. You say it should not revisit this high again. Because if it does, it's running through here, right? So you literally have your entrance in here again. You can collect all of this all the way down to 50% of the entire range. And you're out. So you would have short little range. So now we're back into, we've traded above it again. Now you want to say, I got to trade below it and then come back into it again. See how you trade below it here again? And then what does this one do? Trades back into it again, right there. Last chance. Perfectly on the money. Inside that, not quite on the session that we were looking for, but it, area of interest should have been right there. So you literally would have caught it right there. There. Short. Now that's the short for gold. The only short I can see for gold right now. And you're aiming for in this range. Again, look at the range that you're in from here to here. You've got your trade in above, in the premium level, above 50%. As soon as you get to 50% now, move your stop loss from here to here, break even, and take half your trade off. Then you hit 62%, move to 60. It hit 70, or sorry, you take 10% off there or move to 50%. Now you're in profit. You go to 70%, you move to 62, and it would have came back and tapped you out. So you would have been, that trade would have been done using the fib tool rule, if that makes any sense to you. Inside a consolidation, you would have made some money. Perfect entry. Nice scaled out attempt inside this 2-hour run. If that helps you guys at all. But that's the logic you got to look for, or I look for. You don't have to. I keep telling people I can't push my trading style or my trading ideas on you. I just want to try and look at price action. Look specifically at price action, and you'll see why that whole setup manifested itself and how the fib tool is a way to protect your entry. Gennardo, you're getting a hurricane down there. I haven't been following the news, so please be safe, man. Hunker down, get your family well protected. Please be safe out there, will you? My thoughts are with you, man. Hurricanes aren't fun. Never been in one, but I would imagine they're not fun at all. Okay, so let's get back to this guy here. Look at this. See this and this? That's all you want to see. Closing below here, looking for these. Breaking structure, reversal, candle that initiates the run, There you go. Come on down. You've gotta close below it though. No wicks. Wicks just a stop run. That's a lot of information just now. I need to rewatch the live and study. Yeah, sorry, I kind of threw a lot of stuff at you there, but Cat 5, holy crap. That's a big, the Cat 5's the highest, isn't it? Category 5. What's the name of it? That's why it gives it names of ladies, right? Because you make them mad, they take your house. That's pretty much how it works. If she comes in angry, she's taking the house. See, we'll clean house. So there's the reversal right there. See how, again, this is so important for you guys to make. You have to make up your mind on this. Here's your breaker. Look at that. Literally closed on the breaker, opened just a touch below, came back, tapped it, and now we're going down shorter. So this is what we're looking for, the reversal. And I'm pulling my profits into break even because I do not want to take a hit here. I got short right off of that. As soon as I saw that trade below here, I'm in short on that. I got to remember to trade on here so you guys can see it too. So we're calling this as it was happening, looking for what it is we're looking for. And as it closes right on there, that again is your decision. You need to make deciding whether or not you want to take a close on it or below it. So if it opens below, and it has to trade below the whole wick as well. So that's another decision you have to decide. I'm looking for around this area right here. Trade right through it. Look at our box. Reversal. Trade back into the reversal. Aiming for the lows. And now you're looking for this guy over here. Boo-yah, my friends. Boo-yah. Can you feel that? Huh? Look at that. Rejection block. Pay yourself a rejection blocks. Pay yourself. I'm out here. I just wanted that small little range. I'm out. Not saying you guys should do whatever you, if you're in that trade, good for you. Carry on. Have some fun. Monitor your trade. Hurricane Burl or Barry. Barry. Is that the name of a girl? Barry? Never heard the explanation for why they use female names for hurricanes. That's at least what I think that's what they're for. Because they're sexist. So here's another one. You want to see it trade back up into this? See how it closed literally on the close of that candle. Opens below the close of that candle, but the low, we want to see a body close below the low, come back into this candle and find some support. Anybody else catch this reversal? Russell, did you catch that? That's classic reversal. Russell reversal. That's a reversal for sure. Nope. Was working, looking at different screens. They stopped just doing field names only. They are mixing it up. Equal rights, I guess. That's right. There's the hit off of here. You want to see a continuation on the downside now? But you got to be careful here. Watch this right here. We're going to be hitting it this. You want to see support and you don't want to see that hold. It actually closed on it again. You see that? Now we're looking at, do we have a reversal here to go higher? Or do we have a continuation to go shorter? So you got to pay yourself right away. I got the sliver in my finger. You got to have a good disaster name for a it wicked off the 1 minute fair value gap from 1031. Oh, is that when we were looking for? No, we're still looking for this down here. So this could be a continuation on the downside. We'll see if it closes above here. Yep. See how it closed above this now? So now you're stuck in, do we go long on this? And see where you get? Coming back into it here. So you don't want to see this get taken on the downside now, if you're looking for a reversal. Now, I don't like the fact that it's tapping in here multiple times. I want to see it get out of here now. If it doesn't get out of here, then move to the sidelines and wait. I agree, Russell. Oof. That closed below. See that? Close below. That's my hint right there. Small as it is. Let's see. Oh, wow. What the hell is 17 in there for? What is going on here? What the hell? I don't know what the hell this 17 is. I did not put 17. I put 6. So I have no idea. Let's see what this gets us here. Let's see if I can make some money. I have no idea what's going on with this trade. So we're kind of hoping this comes charging all the way down here. Lets me get to break even, I guess. I have no idea why it's way down here and why 17 is on there. See how we saw that little sucker right there? That's all I need is my proof that we're going shorter. And I'm in a nice little trade there. This one, I have to apologize. I have no idea why the hell it's doing that. Make sure we've got this. This will be it for me as soon as this trade's finished. I am, whether it comes back and takes me out or whether or not we hit the objective I'm looking for, I'll be done for the day, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. We'll see how this kind of pans out. Just waiting for my girl to come home. We've got one couch to move downstairs. I got some strong, beefy guys coming to help me move that couch down there. My back will never survive. So I got in right here for a short. As you can see here, the same trade live, and my stop losses like literally break even. I don't want that to, I'd like to see this actually run these lows out here and then wait for a reversal. So you're always looking for a low to get taken, wait for a reversal. Does the reversal show you a sign of going higher? So I always look at those and I go, those levels, where does my trade go wrong? Where does it fail for me? If it fails because it's taken a low, a reversal, that will be a potential reversal. So if I'm short on that, that would be a fail point, right? So you kind of look at those key levels as that's my fail point. And if that fails, then I'm going to go long, like this one here. We wanted to see this one go long. It came back, found support at it. So you go, great. There's my optimum entry right there. I optimize, and that closed below it right there. And you go, nope, I'm on the wrong side of this. It came back, gave you an opportunity to get out of your trade, then went short. Then it came back, little fair value gap, came back, filled it. I'm just above it. And you don't want to see this. You want to see this get some legs and get the hell out of Dodge now. Not this waffling side to side. I hate seeing 3 or more candles going sideways. Otherwise, I'll start looking at this candle as a potential, and that one is a reversal. So I'm out. That one's going to take me out there now. My live trade's off. I don't know what the hell this thing's doing. 17. I never put 17 lots on. See how that candle literally closed above it? So I have to close this out. It's going higher now. Gives you an opportunity to get out. This is, the account's taking some hits today. I don't know, I wasn't even expecting those kind of those hits. I was doing great. I don't know why I got caught up in that turning everything off. Kind of screwed me up here. So yeah, this should go higher now. What downside objective would I be looking for? This blue box here. That would be my downside objective. Right now, I'm slightly bullish than I am bearish. So we could get a retracement like Russell says. We could look for a run back up into the middle of this range here. Inside that fair value gap again. Look for, it would have to trade for me to be bullish. You'd have to go kind of above here, which you did. You closed above. Now you're coming back in, find some support inside here. Bodies are still respecting that right now. So if you trade there, just traded below it. So now you go bearish, then you go bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, and there's only one inside this range. So you have to just keep out going bull, bear until you get a distinctive break to the downside or the upside. So because there's only one, there's no premium array you can play with other than the candle. So for me, you'd have to get through the midpoint of this candle here on a close to go higher with this, obviously. So 23 seconds, you're looking to go bullish again, and extra bullish if you get a close above here, because then you just look for support here to go higher. That's a nice run, Abs. It's a nice run. Nice reaction. See, we have here, right on rejection block, or sorry, right on mean threshold. Right there. And we slightly traded above it, coming back in here to find support here now. Now you want to see this react off here and go back up. See how it's immediately rebalancing that candle? Crazy, hey? Now you want to watch again here.
rebalance, rebalance again. I don't know why it's coming back to rebalance again, but maybe it's multiple passes. I don't know. Still looking for it to go higher. $12.19, yes, correct. But now you've got a full body candle all the way through, so now that area's been rebalanced. But we're still, see how we're still reacting off of this? Bodies are respecting it. What trade here? You want to really see this go now, get some legs, get out of dodge. Start running these highs and start aiming for higher highs. You had equal highs here, fair value gap. Pull your fib tool in the range. Where's your fib tool pulled from? What level supports your fib tool at specific levels here? 62%, 50%. Fill the fair value gap here. You just run above it into the premium range. Head back down again, or run it, find support at it, like run up here, find some support at it here, and like kind of looking like this. You want to see it kind of go from here to here to here to here. Find support off that there and push to here. Then it'll either go here to here and then higher, or it'll go from, it'll get to here and go back down from here, here, here. I don't know. Like that's the pivotal area for me. So 70% optimal trade entry, either continue going higher or lower. And we're in lunch hour now, so you want to see this. If this gives way here right now, forget all this lot. Close it, remove all that lot out. Then you think the next objective would be, if it closes below this, you would see something like this. Trade to here. If it trades through it, come back to it, and then look for this. That kind of idea. Ooh. Watch that level. You keep coming down here and drilling into this is suspect for me for a rally or for continuation and not a rally. So it's jamming down in there, jamming down. Should be jamming. Jamming till the day is long. Oh no, that's not the words. Jamming to my favorite song. Should be jamming. Still providing support. Wicks, bodies. Look at the body still holding there above that level. So until then, we're still bullish until proven otherwise, even though it's choppy, messy. 51% bullish, 49% bearish. And that flippy floppies, if we close below here, then we're 51% bearish, 49% bullish. See how it's critical? You look for these fair value gaps. That's how I always base on whether or not where price action is off of fair value gaps. When they become inversions, they become a senior array. Fair value gaps are important, they're strong, but they become more important to me after they've been violated. Now it tells me whether or not there's support or resistance. And you think about that's the floor, and you just keep drilling down, drilling down, drilling down, trying to break through it, make a hole, and it seems to be still providing support. And above you is just equal highs. Right here, there's a pool of liquidity sitting right here. There's another one sitting here, fair value gap, and then that 50% of that range is reaching to the premium to go lower. So the other original one that we had going up here is in play as well. All the time that provides support. After 2 meetings and a loss, I'm back. Welcome back, Erica. I'm just getting ready to leave. It's been a fun morning. It's been a real fun morning. Go back to the original. Can I reverse these? There we go. That was the original ideas. And then you can add the other ones in here. Back down. Oh, you missed a lot of good ones this morning, Erica. We're calling it like a demon this morning. We're smashing it. So look for this one to run right to here. Then we're looking for it to come back to here. First one hit right there. Second one, we want it to come into here. Let's fill in. Oh, if we don't get that, then that one there. That's 62. Eliminate this one here. We're just going to keep climbing. Can I remove that little piece? No. Okay, so we just ran over the 50%. Didn't hit 62. We come back, find support off of this one here. Then run to that. Then back to 50%, like that. This is the kind of convoluted thing it's kind of looking like here. So we hit this objective right there for the body, wick went a little higher, ran up into the premium. Now I want to see this come down, tap on this. So that will be like that. A little fair value gap here right now. Oh, so you get the idea of what I'm looking for here. And then the 70% optimum trade entry, that changes things up for me because we have a breaker right here. We're either going higher through it or we're reversing and coming back lower. So I'll remove these so you can see a little bit more of what I'm looking for. There you go. Hit it. Look at that. Now you want to see it start going higher. If we start eating through this candle, eat through here, and we continue to go into this here, that's the last. You'd have to pull that down to here, but ideally I want to get that out of there. So you see where I'm looking, 62, 50, and then higher again. So we haven't quite hit this level here yet. 62. Yeah, you couldn't time that one unless you were really confident that that's the level of support you're looking for, because that is the reversal. How many times do you want to weather this? I don't like seeing candles bash around in here like this, but it's still support. We did not break it. I was even thinking, yeah, we're probably going to go down now. We've been drilling on it enough times, but the bodies are still respecting it right there. It's still a reversal, and it's now a break in market structures to the upside through 50%, 62%, back to the 50%. And then you want to see it go higher again. Oh. And this is what you were calling for earlier, Russell. This is the one that we were looking for a reversal here. It didn't work. Took that low out, so you look for that reversal. And you're still looking for a run back into the range at 115, I think you were calling it for. Back into that fair value gap there. There's just tapped it right there. See it? That's the fair value gap you look for. After 50%, look for a piece here. Now, if you're going long on this to 50%, you took half your trade off there. You moved your stop loss from here to break even now. So half your trade is off and you're break even. Zero stress now. As soon as that hits 62%, your stop is not here. You're just half your trade is off. Your stop is sitting here. So you wait. As soon as that hits 62% right there, I'm only hanging around here till now, till my girl gets back. And then I'm looking at 70%. And so now you'll be taking this and moving it up to 50% the moment it taps that. Again, this is just a different strategy. It's not what Michael teaches. It's just trading internal range liquidity and making sure that you take profits as quick as you can. When your internal range, we could be hitting optimum trade entry for a reversal and it comes back against you. So this is a counter, this would be a counter trend trade if this continued on the downside. So you can still make money in these small little counter trend trades. You've only made half your bank and you're already at break even. So you're not going to take any losses. You're going to make a win here. Now we're finally going to come back, tap the old highs, mean threshold of the consequent encroachment of that. Tap it, go, get out of here now. And you'll see that if it does come back to your break even or your break even here, your stop loss, you'll be glad you took half your trade off there. Again, it's a fib tool idea. If you went with this one as the higher range, you just hit 50% right on the money. Half your trade would be off right there. And you move to break even, which is right here. Or optimum entry was right there. Literally perfect entry for a long would be there. Stop loss would be down here. 50%, take off half. You're at break even. Actually, I move it back up into here, so you're still in a little bit of profit. I like the idea that we've come back to here. I would now move my stop loss right to here, because you wouldn't want to see it come back down into this level again. You've already tapped this. If you're bullish, let's get out of dodge. You don't need to come back down here again. So that would be my stop loss. So you'd be in profit half of it, and the other half will be sitting right there in profit. I didn't take the trade, so I want Russell to get his 70, or Curry Fish to get his 70%. That's not where I'd be pulling it, by the way. I'd be pulling the first one here. If you can get back into this breaker at 70%, that'd be a good trade. Oh, you put your stop loss at 50%. Yeah, well, that's pretty much a foregone conclusion that it's going to come back and find support at that. So be careful when you're looking at 50%. Unless you had a 62 and your stop loss was here, then right now you're at 62. You just hit it perfectly. So you take a piece off there. Stop loss would be now moving to 50%. You went long after it broke the rejection block. After here, I don't know which rejection block you're looking at. But yeah, that's good if you went long there. If it comes back and taps this now, you'd be out. But you'd have a portion off there as well. So now your stop loss goes from break even to 50%. So half is off here, either taking 10% more off there, and the last 40% sitting right there on that 50%. And you see what happens if this is your mock trade here idea. You see how you're this fair value gap here now, you're just chewing into it, and you want to see support off this candle here. Start chewing away, find some support. This is the ladder, climbing the rocks, right? You climb up to the next level, get your footing on here, push higher, use this to get some support on it, and push higher. You don't want to see it drop through here, because then you fall through the floor, you come back up, and that now becomes the breaker that takes this low. And see, you're through the mean threshold of it already, so not a good sign. back to the order block here. We validated it right there. You come back to the body. So now I roll it this way, and I start to think down now because we've found some support off of here. You're through the mean threshold of this. So you need to go above this again and find some support off here. That's usually want to see mean thresholds hold price. You don't want to see one candle come back through 3 different PDRAs at one time, because then the low is the target. The 1208 as the rejection block. 1208. 1208 is rejection. No, rejection blocks. This is a rejection block right here. It's the last up close candle in a run, like this up here. You take the body. This is the rejection block. That's not a rejection block. Sorry, that is not a rejection block, just so you know. So yeah, go back through your definition, Michael's definitions of rejection blocks, because that's not one. So you're still looking for upside now. That's good. That's still held, despite the fact you traded below it. They're not, this is, Derek pointed this out a while ago, as just because it trades through does not always mean you're going to get the low taken. I just look at that as a sign of weakness or strength, especially in one candle. In this case, it did not. It found support at it and then kept pushing higher. So you're up, you're past 62% now. So sorry, I pulled that fib tool off there. My wife is home now, so I'm going to split. So this is a 62, so you're looking at 70%. Right off that, that's a breaker right there. Last down close candle, body in a swing that takes out a high. That breaker there runs higher, takes those highs out. There's this candle, a bull candle that separates them, so you can't use all of them. You just use that candle. And its low ends up right on the money for 70%. So keep your eyes on this one. Find support here. Either go higher off this fair value gap, running higher into this range, and look for lunch to take these old highs out, and then reverse and come back into the range again for seek and destroy. Anyway, that's my ideas for this afternoon. I'm going to split now. I go spend some time with my girl. Thanks very much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys every day. And I have 893 lovely people in the channel. So you're welcome to join us in Telegram if you like. On the afternoon, that's where you'll probably catch me most of the time for the rest of the summer is in there. If not, I will see you guys tomorrow one more time. And maybe, yeah, tomorrow would be it. And then I won't be available for a while after that. But I wish you guys all the best. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you liked it this morning, I think we had a great time. It was super accurate this morning. Hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We'll be right back at this again after the summer session. Somewhere throughout the summer, I'll pop in here and there. But after August 17th, I'll be back in, and I expect August, that week of the 17th to the 21st, to set a low for us. That's my prediction for the summer. Anywhere from the 15th around there to the 21st, 22nd, I'm expecting the low to form in August. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks very much for tuning in, and take care. Be kind to each other out there. Stay safe. Sorry I missed you, Erica. I hope you have a great day.